What up, dogs? Welcome back to Rad Resells. I'm Natalie and I'm a full-time reseller, meaning I go to all kinds of thrifting stores, yard sales, garage sales, estate sales, you name it, and I flip items online for a profit. In this video, I will be going over some of our recent pickups, what we paid for it, and what we are expecting to sell them for, so you guys can get a little overview of how much we pay and how much we expect to get at the end of the day. So if that's content that you're interested in watching, go ahead, be rad, click like and subscribe, and let's get into the video. Alrighty, so the first item, these are all Goodwill pickups. So this is a sweatshirt. It was $4.59, and it's a vintage Russell Athletic Clemson Tigers sweatshirt. It is in excellent condition. This is the tag. You can see right there. It is made in USA. It's a gorgeous purple color. I'm not sure how the camera is catching it. It looks a bit blue, but it is purple. Huge graphic on the front, and expecting to get about $40 to $45 for it. The next item is a Polo Ralph Lauren 1/4 zip up. Now, if this was a regular size, I would not pick it up. It is a completely oversaturated market. But the reason we did it was, number one, the size. Look at that. It's a 3XL tall. So big sizes sell way better. And with Polo Ralph Lauren, you want to look at big sizes. So not just extra large, but like 3XL, 4XL, 3XL tall, 3XL big. Anything that stands out from the rest. And this one does. So also it has a green, gorgeous color. I mean, look at this, huge. So we are expecting to get about $35 for this one. Alrighty, next item that we have is one of our bread and butter items. It is a Nike sweatpants joggers. Nope, sweatpants, actually. It has a nice waistband, drawstrings, and it's got pockets on the sides, which is really cool. Huge embroidered swoosh on the side. And we sell pants for about $25 each. This one, because it has a pocket, so it is a bit different than most Nike sweatpants out there that are more plain. We're gonna price it at $30. We paid $4.59 for the two other items. I forgot to mention it. $4.59 for the Ralph Lauren and $4.59 for the pants. My bad. $4.59 for this one too. It is a vintage jerseys 3XL Notre Dame Fighting Irish sweatshirt. Look at that huge stitched mascot on the front. Expecting to get about $40 for this one. Just in great condition, made in USA. There's the tag right there. And a very nice pickup. Next up, we have a brand that you've all probably heard of, and it can be a very oversaturated market, so you gotta know what you're looking for. Don't pick up the plain stuff. But this is LL Bean flannel, a plaid flannel button down. So I just recently learned the difference between button up and button down. The button downs have literally the buttons on the collar button down to the shirt, while the button ups don't have these two buttons right here, and it's just a regular collar that doesn't stick to the shirt. Did that make sense? I just recently learned that. I'm like, oh, this is a button down, not a button up. Okay, so now we know. Just a very nice flannel, expecting to get about $35 for it. And it's a men's large. But the flannels sell very good, actually, for LL Bean. And it's a good size, too. Paid $4.59 for the shirt as well. I keep forgetting to say what we paid for it. I think all of them are $4.59, actually, thinking about it. But next up, this is a vintage Myrtle Beach sweatshirt. It's a thicker sweatshirt too. It's actually in really like a nice fabric with the embroidered Myrtle Beach on the front here. The interesting thing about the brand on this one, I've never seen them make anything non-sports team sweatshirts. It's Pro Player. Look at that. Pro Player XXL. This is the first time we find this brand making anything non-NFL and stuff like that. So interesting. Expecting to get about $35 for it. Going off of the whole NFL sports team sweatshirts, here we have a vintage Nutmeg huge graphic Redskins sweatshirt in excellent condition. Expecting to get about $40 for it. Made in USA. This is definitely a nice brand to be on the lookout for. Nutmeg, they make a lot of vintage NFL team sweatshirts. At least that's what we have found. And they sell very well. So definitely a good pickup. And just in general, vintage NFL teams or vintage sports teams sweatshirts, definitely good pickups if you can get them for particularly cheap. For a low amount. Like these are all $4.59, so it's an automatic pickup. Alrighty. We have another BOLO brand coming up. It's 511 Tactical Series. What do you call this? Cargo pants? Just, you know, trying to show here. Just a very nice, high quality pair of pants. This is a brand you need to be on the lookout for. I would not recommend picking up just the regular short sleeves, t-shirts, and like short sleeve polos. But pants, over 100% sell-through rate, meaning it's going to sell very quickly and should get $25 to $30 for it. Alright, so the next brand is Disney, or this one's actually Disneyland. So it's a vintage Disneyland sweatshirt. It's a thicker sweatshirt, beautiful gray color with like the intentional cracked print of Mickey Mouse. Vintage Disney, some of these, if you find some vintage Disney pieces, they can go for hundreds. They are very rare. We found a Pooh t-shirt that we sold for $120, and this was like right when we started. We got so hype. But Disney is definitely a super oversaturated brand as well, so you have to be very peculiar and picky about what you pick up. This was just a very nice thick sweatshirt. I put it up this morning for $38 and it sold within the hour. So yeah, Disney sweatshirts, vintage, I recommend. And we paid $4.59. Like every item, I just realized. Everything was $4.59. Everything. Alrighty, coming on to the next to last item. Can you say that? Next to last item? Next to last item. It is one of our favorite brands to pick up. Low-key. Like low-key. It's Steve & Barry's. We say this in every video we talk about Steve & Barry's. It's just, to us, a very just nice material kind of hoodies and sweatshirts. If you find Steve & Barry's, just feel the item and you just know this is a good brand. It's a thick Penn State hoodie. This fabric on this one kind of reminds me of reverse weave. It doesn't say it is, but that's the feeling. Like the thicker, sturdier material and just a nice stitched Penn State on front. Penn State is a huge school. If you find any sweatshirts and hoodies with Penn State, it's definitely a good pickup as long as you can get it for, $5 and below. Last but not least, we have another BOLO brand, Champion Reverse Weave. Reverse Weave. I don't know if you can read that. Unfortunately, this is a size small, but because it was reverse weave and had the huge spell out on front, South Carolina, it was a no-brainer to pick it up. It's a gorgeous heather gray color. Reverse weave sell for a higher amount than regular Champion. So if you see the reverse weave, you pick it up, you can feel it in the material. It feels just like the Steve & Barry's hoodie. And I looked this one up. It's got a really good sell-through rate. Expecting to get about $45 for it. So just a very nice sweatshirt. Reverse weave Champion. And yeah, that is all I wanted to show you guys today. These are brands and the type of items that are basically in every thrift store. These are not rare finds. So the next time you go to a thrift store, definitely be on the lookout for these items, these brands, and these sizes in terms of your decision making whether to pick it up or not, because it's a really good profit in them. And that's what I got for you guys today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.